Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just gonna do my October wrap-up. Let's just get started with it. So first I'm going to mention stuff that I read in readathons. I participated in the Goosebumps along with Richard Denny. We read Ghost Beach, Welcome to Camp Nightmare, and Phantom of the Auditorium, not in that order. It was Phantom of the Auditorium, Welcome to Camp Nightmare, and then Ghost Beach. And I'll just say a brief of how I felt about each book. Phantom of the Auditorium I really liked, actually. I can't remember how exactly I put it into words on Goodreads, but my Goodreads is linked to this channel if you want to go check out all of my reviews on all these books that I'm going to mention. But I really liked Phantom of the Auditorium. It was really good. I love R.L. Stine's writing style. He basically grips you and like at the end of each chapter, so you want to keep reading. And these books are so short that you can finish them in one sitting if you actually try. So that's why I love them. I love them a lot because of how short they are, because if you're like in a reading slump or something, it's really good to read short books because then you kind of feel like you're accomplishing more when you finish shorter books, if that makes any sense. That's how I feel. And yeah, a mosquito bit me on the side of my ass, and I have no idea where that damn mosquito is, but I want to freaking kill it. In case I never mentioned on this channel, I live in Orlando, Florida, and even though it's cold outside, there are still mosquitoes. Next book, Welcome to Camp Nightmare. I really loved Welcome to Camp Nightmare. The way it ended, I never would have saw that coming in like a million years. I really liked the ending, actually. I thought it was completely off from where the story was going, so that's why I really liked it, because it was so weird, and it's like you never would have expected that to come out of this. Basically, a class goes to like summer camp. It's like summer camp, and then weird stuff starts happening at the camp. And for Phantom of the Auditorium, it's a school play that at first wasn't, it didn't go all the way through because it was said that the play was cursed, so they didn't go through with it. But then they didn't go through with it like back in the day, and then present time they're like, oh, let's do this play, and then some weird stuff starts happening, and it ended really crazy. And then I saw all of the episodes to all of these, except for Ghost Beach. I didn't watch the episode to Ghost Beach because I started watching it and then I was like, this is really lame and I don't want to watch it. And maybe it was just because that's how I was feeling at the time, because I don't feel that way. I really love Goosebumps, but it was like the acting was really weird, and then it was really different from the actual story, which I don't really like. Like, there was less characters, like they took out some of the characters, which I didn't really like, so I stopped watching it because of that, but I'll probably watch it again later. Ghost Beach is about these two kids, the brother and sister. They go stay with their, I don't know if they're second cousins or something, but they're like elderly, and then they like go explore like graveyards, and there's this weird creepy cave and some weird stuff starts happening. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to spoil it. But this one ends crazy as well, and I was like, whoa, wasn't expecting that either. So I'd highly recommend all three of these. They're really fast reads. They're really great. But moving on, for Spookathon, I know I had 4 books. I had Ghost Beach for the orange in the cover, A Stranger in the House for a creepy word in the setting, and then I had Gerald's Game for a scary setting, and then I had It for childhood fear. But of course there's no way I was going to be able to finish It, so I narrowed it down to 2 books. So I narrowed it down to Ghost Beach because it's the orange in the cover, and then Spooky Setting, it's set in a cemetery, dark cave, and yeah, those are pretty scary places. So it falls under those 2, and then it also falls under childhood fear because ghosts It has to do with ghosts, and as a child I've seen some pretty scary things. And then A Stranger in the House falls under read a thriller, and a scary word in the setting, stranger. Even ghost is scary, so it falls. So I completed the whole spookathon. But going on with the review, I finished A Stranger in the House by Shari Lapena, and oh my gosh, I loved this book so much. I rated it 5 stars. It definitely deserves any hype that it has around it, and if it doesn't have enough hype, it deserves more, because the ending to this book was freaking insane. And if you've read this book, then you exactly know why I feel the way I do, but I was like, oh, sugar honey iced tea, I can't believe that just happened, and I wish that this was a movie. Like, this needs to be a movie, like, ASAP. I'm not even kidding. This was freaking crazy. I never expected it to end like that, and oh my gosh, that ending. I really want to reread this. I want to reread it just so that I can relive the ending, because it was crazy. Ugh, I loved this so much. I highly recommend this. It's considered a thriller, but it wasn't really, you know, that crazy. Really hard to explain. I would just recommend going into the book without knowing anything, because that's what I did, and I freaking loved it so much. So I read Blue Exorcist. Not even gonna try to pronounce the author's name, but you can see it there, or you can look it up. This was really good. I actually really like this. This is about a guy who is raised by a priest, and he so happens to be the devil's spawn. Like, literally, he is the devil's son, but he wants to become an exorcist because some stuff happens. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was really good. I really liked this. And then I also watched the anime, and I really liked it as well. I finished volumes 1 and 2. I have the black edition, so it has 1 and 2 in there. I love these editions. They're so beautiful. I love Death Note so much. I can't wait to purchase the rest of these as well. There are 6 of these, because there's 12 in total, but since these have 2, there's 6 of these black editions. They're like $10 to $12 each, so it's not that crazy. These are definitely worth it because they're beautiful. And the artwork is great. And then last but not least, I read Saga volumes 2 and 3. I love Saga to death. I have volumes 1 through 7 right now, and I've only read 1, 2, and 3. I don't think I read 4 yet. And I'm trying to read them slowly because 8 comes out in January, and I don't want to find myself having read 1 through 7, waiting for 8 to come out, then finish 8, and then waiting for new, more volumes. But the artwork in these graphic novels are freaking insane. If you've read these or even picked up one of them, then you know what I'm saying. They're beautiful, and I'll show you something for example. Try to find a nice PG-13 one, because there is I would not recommend this for children, but yeah, like, the artwork is so pretty. It's beautiful. I'm sorry if the lighting sucks in my room. I was gonna record this in the morning, and then I got sidetracked, but I love Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. They are like the perfect people to do graphic novels together, and I feel like people give more praise to Brian K. Vaughan than Fiona Staples, and Fiona Staples did all of the artwork, and she deserves just as much hype as Brian K. Vaughan. So I think that they equally deserve the same props and hype or whatever. I'd highly recommend these. There you have it. I don't think I read anything else this month, but that I actually read a lot, which I'm really proud of myself for. Also, in case you don't know, I do have a second channel. It's mainly for art, so if you want to support that channel as well, it would be highly appreciated. I will link it down below. And that's it for my wrap up. So I wanted to thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video, since it was super long. And I'm sorry that I've been gone so long. I also forgot to mention, but I got my wisdom teeth removed all four, so I was in a lot of pain and really swollen. I'm still in pain, but not as much to where I couldn't put out a video, so that's why I'm putting out this video for you guys, because it needs to be done and put out there so you guys know that I'm still alive and still participating in my booktube channel. So there's that. But I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for sticking with me this long, and I hope that you continue on my journey as a booktuber. So that being said, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time with another video. Bye.